That's a good question, Ken. In my experience working with small businesses, and we hear the same feedback from our sales reps across the country, it basically boils down to three common themes: taxes, their financial future, recruiting and retaining employees. So let's take taxes first. Small business owners pour their blood, sweat, and tears into their business, and they want to keep as much of that hard earned money as possible. So they're always looking for smart ways to save on taxes. Their future. How are they going to manage and grow their business and reach that point where they have the ability to retire with dignity? Third, recruiting and retaining employees. Speaking of managing and growing their business, owners cannot always do it alone. They depend on recruiting top talent and retaining those key employees. They basically have the same concerns, especially about finances and their future. They worry about debt, any unforeseen medical expenses, and how are they going to afford to retire, especially if they have student loans for themselves or for their children. Quite frankly, not great. A study by the National Institute on Retirement Security indicated that we're in a savings crisis. Americans just aren't good savers, especially for their future. For example, the median retirement account balance for all working age households is only $3,000. When you talk about households that are near retirement age, that goes up to $12,000. So think of it this way. It means that the average American who's 66 years old, who's close to retirement, has to find a way to live on $12,000 in savings along with Social Security payments for the next 15, 20, 30 years. Experts say we should plan to save about 80% of our salary to maintain our lifestyle in our retirement years. So when you do the math, clearly we're not saving enough. Unfortunately, business owners and employees don't leave their worries at home. They take them to work, which has a major impact on productivity. One way to address these concerns, and it's a benefit that can help the business, the owner, and the employees, is establishing a 401k plan. So after a business establishes the 401k plan, the employees have an automated way to put money away for their future. Plus, features like employee matching contributions and loans can make these plans even more valuable. It can help employers by allowing them to start putting money away for their own retirement. It helps attract and retain employees and gain tax benefits that they might not be aware of. And Ken, I want to emphasize this. A 401k plan is great for any size business, large or small. There are several reasons, and many are listed right here on the slide. The fact is, these are all misperceptions. For instance, my company is too small. A plan is too expensive. Their employees won't be interested. Their business is their retirement. They're too complicated, or they're the same as an IRA. I'm sure there's other reasons, but these are the main reasons that we hear, and these are the reasons that delay small businesses from starting a 401k in the first place. Let's look at some of these perspectives a little bit closer. My business is too small. As I mentioned before, any size business can have a 401k plan. In fact, we have owner-only plans. As a top record keeper with over 80,000 plans, most of the plans that Paychex administers are from companies with less than 10 employees. They're too expensive. There are costs involved in the administration of a plan, but the tax advantages help minimize those costs. In addition, there's a tax credit for starting a new plan. A business can get $500 for the first 3 years or $1,500 credit just for starting a new plan. My employees aren't interested, and that's quite the opposite. Right behind health benefits, 401k plans are the most sought after employee benefit. Studies have actually shown that 94% of small business owners who offer a 401k plan say it drives recruitment and retention. My business is my retirement plan, and this one is risky because you really don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. A 401k plan is a great addition to an overall future plan for retirement. Market conditions can change, or your personal situation can change. Think about it this way. 20 years ago, we had many successful video stores and record stores, but now that market is totally obsolete. They are too complicated. Yes, there are responsibilities associated with a plan, but that doesn't mean you as a business owner have to do it all yourself. For example, Paychex has become a leading provider by automating many of the aspects of the plan through payroll integration. An IRA is a good option, but let's be clear, it's not as robust as a 401k plan. A 401k plan, for example, what you could do with those is you can put more money away each year. So for example, with a traditional 401k, you can put up to $18,500 a year compared to a simple IRA, which is only $12,500 a year. There's also catch-up contributions, whereas if you're over 50 years old, you can put an additional $6,000 with a traditional 401k or $3,000 with a simple IRA. You also have the option of both pre-tax and post-tax or Roth contributions with a 401k plan. As I mentioned before, higher catch-up contributions with a 401k plan, and more options for employer match contributions, investing, as well as loans and compatibility with profit sharing plans.